When it comes to getting what we want out of life, we have to really know what we want out of it before we can start diving in and doing the things to reach our ultimate goals. And while I recommend goal setting and writing those down in a journal or an Evernote or anything like that, sometimes writing down our goals simply isn't enough. Sometimes when we write down our own individual goals, whether they be personal or professionally related, we tend to believe sometimes these goals are unachievable or that they're so far away, they're so distant that there's no way we can imagine us actually accomplishing them. So, what I recommend instead is a different, smaller, simpler exercise. What I recommend you do is instead of just setting goals, which again is great, I recommend instead you write down your ideal day. So write down where you live, write down what your job is, write down what you do exactly throughout that day. Do you work in a coffee shop? Do you work from home? Do you work at a certain studio? Do you live in a certain city? Do you drive around the city or do you stay at home all day? Do you go out to meet with people, with clients, with family members, with friends? Or do you prefer to do things over Skype because you're traveling so much? Write down step by step how your ideal day will go. Write down the people you'll be around and write down the types of work you'll be performing. Write down every detail you can, hour by hour if possible. And when you do this, things start to coalesce and become a lot clearer for you. Lots clearer than just writing down a bunch of vague goals. So when you know what that ideal day is and what that ideal day will look like, things become a lot easier to accomplish.